Hello everybody. Today we'll be learning how to add and subtract fractions, and of course me Vedas, I'm gonna teach you. Let's go. Today our agenda is first I'm gonna introduce what fraction is, and then we're gonna understand fractions, and then we're gonna learn how to add the fractions, and then subtract, and then do a 6-question quiz, and then we're done. So we better get started. Intro. So fractions are nothing but division. So if I did 41 divided by 7, that would basically mean the fraction 41 over 7. That's what it would mean. Okay, let's take another example. If I did what should we do? 3 times 9. Easy. If I did 3 divided by 9, 9 divided by 3, the fraction would be 9 by 3. So, pretty cool, huh? So let's move on. Now let's understand fractions. Fractions are you might think, okay, I want this fraction of this pizza. So I want half of the pizza. So this is 1/2, and this is another half. And you want this half of your pizza. Beautiful looking pizza. You want half of it. And so there's 1/2 remaining. That's more into subtraction. Let's go deeper in subtraction. And we'll go deeper in this video, but if you want 1/2 of it, if you want 1/2 of the pizza, that means you're getting 1/2 of the pizza. But if you want 1/6 of the pizza, and your big brother wants and your little brother wants 1/2, you do 1/2. Wait, my bad. My drawing's kind of bad, but it's okay. Okay, and then shoot, and then I do this 6. Okay, so and your big fat brother wants 3 parts of it. Your big fat brother gets this much. But let's redo that. Wait. Your big fat brother wants 1/6, 1/2 of it, and that's not really great. Don't learn from me. I suck at drawing. It's okay. And your brother wants half of the pizza, and then you give him 1/2, and then you take 1/6. And now we're starting to convert. So 1/2. What is 1/2 into 6? So, okay, now we multiply by 3, the denominator and the numerator, by 6. Now it's 3 over 6. And then you ate 1/6 too. So there's only 2/6 of the pizza remaining. Like that. We'll go deeper to it. Okay, now let's move on. It might be a bit tricky for you right now, but as we're going in the video, trust me, it'll be so much easier. Alright, let's go. Adding fractions. Okay, adding fractions is you're adding them. There are 2 types which I'll talk to you. Adding fractions, okay, there's 2 types. One type is by having like denominators. Let's take an example. 1/2 and you have 1/2. This is way too easy, but still, just for a basic example, let's take this. These 2 are the same denominators, and that is called like. let's just keep LF, because like fractions. For sure. LF for sure. These are like fractions. And then instead, if 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 I just don't add 1/2 to my pizza, and I had only 1/3, it's gonna be 1 plus 1/2 plus 1/3. And these are unlike denominators. And you just don't add them up. No. That's what some people do as a mistake. But you just don't add them up. There's something called LCM, which you gotta do. LCM. I'm pretty sure some of you know, but some of you don't. So LCM stands for like common multiples, like least common multiples. So like we gotta think on this one. So let's do 3's multiples. 3, 6, 9. Wait, I think I found one. 6. Because 2 times 3 is equal to 6 too. So that's our LCM for 3 and 2. That's the LCM for 3 and 2. So that's going to be our denominator. And then we multiply 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 times 6. So you multiply by 6 on the bottom and the top. No, you multiply by 3, my bad. You multiply by 3 on the top and the bottom. So then it equals 3/6. Wow. Okay. I was exaggerating that, but okay. Whatever. 3/6. And then we still don't know, because we still can't multiply right now, because 1/3 is still not found out. So now we gotta multiply. 1/3. And then times 2, because we found it when we were multiplying by 2. And then we're multiplying both by 2, and then it's 2/6. Now we add. Now these are not 1/2. These are not 1/2 and 1/3 anymore. These are 3/6 and 2/6 now. Finally, we have like fractions now. Now we can just multiply, add, and then get 5/6. Wow, beautiful, amazing work, right? That wasn't even that long, but this addition, it might seem a bit hard, but like if you get the hang of it, it's easy. If you know how to do LCM, the big word right here, the big man standing, you will feel a fraction addition is a breeze. Okay, now let's go on to something which, if you feel like this is a wild beast, this is a monster. Subtracting fractions. Subtracting fractions, I mean, I've practiced, so it's not very hard for me. But for you, it might be a bit hard. So let's go. Subtracting fractions. You might think it's basically like subtracting whole numbers, like 3 plus 3 minus 2. 1. That's basically what we did for addition. I mean, it's basically the exact same thing for like addition, but a bit different. I mean, yeah, you subtract instead of add. That's the only difference. So I'll show you. I'll show you a problem. What should we do? Something a bit harder. Okay, 2/6 minus 1/4. We talked about like fractions or like denominators. The denominators need to be same. So these denominators are not same. So these don't like each other. They only want it to be same. So we gotta make it the same. So we gotta find the big word LCM. Okay, which is least common multiple. Least common multiples. Okay, now we gotta find that. So now let's go. Let's try to find it. Okay, now what is 6? 6 times 1 is equal to 6. 6 times 2 is equal to 12. I think I found something. 6 times 2 is equal to 12. And 4 times 3 is equal to 12. So a big LCM, who wins it? 12. Okay, now let's go. Okay, now we can do it. Now we need to do 2/6 times 2 on each, the top and the bottom. Why are we even doing this? Because we want it to equal. So we're right here. You might ask, why are we even finding the LCM? Why is it even important? Because we want to make an equivalent fraction, which is also equal in 12ths. So we're writing 6 into 12ths, which is the exact same fraction, but it's just numbered different. So like it's completely not like whole numbers, because you can't like write 3 like 4, right? But you can write 3 as 9/3 in fractions. So it's equal to 9/3. Yeah, so that's equivalent fractions. But right now, we're not making the whole number to fraction. We're making a fraction to an equivalent fraction. So to multiply, to make it easier to subtract with another number. So let's solve 4 and then 12. 4/12. Okay, perfect. Now, are we done? No. Now we still have to do it for 1/4, the big number. 1/4 times 3. Okay, 1/4 times 3 on the bottom and the top is equal to 3/12. Are we done? No, we gotta subtract both of them. 4/12 minus 3/12 is equal to 1/12. Can we simplify it? No, we're done. Perfect. That's our answer. This is not. Don't look at that. Okay. Let me color it in red. That's not the answer. You're not the answer. Okay, let's go. Next. Okay, now look at these are problems which you gotta learn. I've showed you so many, like 2 problems, and that give you a hint of these problems. Please do these problems and answer down below. This is your quiz I'm assigning for you. So please, I'd love to see your answers. It would be so fun and to see other people's answers, and it would be great to see your strategies too. Thank you for watching this video. This motivates me a lot if you keep watching my videos to make more fun and educational videos. Thank you. Signing off, Vedas.